All right, everybody. Monday night. It's a crazy Monday night. Like, what a Monday night to talk about the SpiderMan No Way Home trailer that supposedly leaked, that supposedly might be dropping in tonight, tomorrow night. I don't know. We'll get into it. We'll see what's going on.
Tales from the Flipside. From the Flipside.
All right. It's a Matthew McConaughey type of night, Dazed and Confused style. His greatest role ever. What's going on, guys? Got the whole crew here. Got John Z, Dino, the CEO. Look at that gold chain.
Bro, you can't come to Baltimore with me. I might get stolen, but we'll see.
We got
herringbone.
We got Stein heading up the Marriott portion of the show. Carter is in the house like normal, chilling, and Big Leg always rocking the Oakland gear of some sort. What's going on, gents?
I don't know. I think Carter is the new Iron Man of the podcast now. Like, I don't show up anymore. Nico's nowhere to be found. Z's,
Nico's
it's summer, man. It's rough.
It's tough.
I don't think I've ever been here without Brian, so
well, that's true too.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you, it's been a crazy couple days. I told the guys I got the call nobody likes to get in the middle of a show the other day, and that was freaking nuts. But we're going to continue rocking. 60 live viewers hanging out with us tonight. Thanks. I see everybody, a lot of the big names in the community. Much love, everybody. So a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We're going to get into some of the Riri Williams talk. I think we'll probably end up hitting a little bit on the Fanatics fiasco that's going on with cards and everything. We're going to talk, obviously, about the Spider-Man trailer here in a couple seconds. And all kinds of other fun stuff going on that maybe some Titans action. John, did you see Titans?
Yeah, I've watched it.
All right, good. We're talking Titans then.
Can I just make a little PSA?
Of course.
I was shocked my ass off Saturday afternoon, evening, when I got an email from CGC that my book shipped on Saturday. Like, they processed an order on Saturday, so they must be putting in some overtime trying to catch up. So
that's Mel Nelson. He's cracking a whip.
People in the community,
overtime,
there's at least
maybe
a little bit of a bright spot moving on.
The times are going down, though, right? I mean, they're getting quicker.
Yeah, they're going down. I haven't had. I had one shit. I had books that get there Monday, check in Tuesday, and ship today. But they were express. So there's some Spidey 361s I wanted to get in before the movie.
I think there were, that those wait times were building in the sitting in the warehouse time, which I don't think any of us really understood. So they're still crappy, but better than we thought.
Isn't there a site that publishes turnaround times for CGC?
Yeah, they have it on their site.
Brian, it's called
it's
CGC
still
Comics.
it's still like 100 days for moderns. It's long.
But we had I had a summons order on my account check in, and fast track ship in less than 30 days, and a second order that showed up 15 days later ship in 15 days. I'm not even talking business days. Weird. So yeah, those were faster. Yeah, I don't know what to say. So yeah, if you look at the top, it'll show you for comics.
Oh, you're on the trading card.
Yeah, 100
trading cards.
Yeah.
Comics. There we go. Turnaround time 101 days. Fast track 72.
Look at my boy Chris Colbert. $5. Look at that.
Boom.
Did it really?
The money on the bank. We were kind of like hesitant to talk about it. But the Spider-Man trailer got quote unquote leaked on Twitter, and Sony went nuke mode on it. And then I think that they were planning, according to Z, they were planning on dropping the trailer tomorrow, originally, at their time in the CinemaCon event. But it sounds like they pushed it up because of the leak. So pretty crazy. Did you guys look into it at all when you heard about the leak dropping?
I still don't see it.
I
No.
watched the link I got of somebody's phone recording someone else's phone, and then that was on my phone. So there's, I didn't make out much, and I wasn't somewhere I was gonna be able to turn the volume all the way up. So it was pretty worthless to me.
Freaking Inception.
That was last night.
I'm watching it right now.
Oh boy.
Was it on Twitter?
Sony Pictures. Look at Sony Pictures.
I am definitely not going to let that run. You guys
Right?
can watch it, and we can. How about we do this? How about I drop the link? Let me drop this link here. Copy video address.
Oh, this is the actual trailer?
Yeah,
Yep.
let me drop this
Or
in
a
the
teaser
chat,
trailer?
and everybody
they-
can go watch
They couldn't
it
wait
with us.
5 minutes. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You guys can go watch it with us.
Found it.
All right, you guys, let's give it a quick watch.
And for the leak, I don't support piracy, so I didn't watch the trailer, so I don't support any.
Well, it looks like
sorry.
we're getting the of course, Doctor Strange rocking some Spider-Man help with the original leak of the Funko Pop, right?
Mhm.
A couple months ago, showing the Peter Parker suit with the Doctor Strange upgrade.
Mhm.
So basically, the trailer starts off with Peter showing back up after his, name was released by Mysterio, and he's trying to basically figure out how to get out of it. Sounds like, that's where our buddy Doctor Strange comes in. I'm guessing. All right.
Yep.
All right. Sounds a little bit of like a mishmash of many comics. Storylines that have happened in the last 20 years in Peter Parker. So he shows up at Doctor Strange's place and says, "Hey, man, I need some help." Pretty
It's a
interesting.
dark suit.
Yeah. Screwed up his entire life when Mysterio revealed his identity. And it shows Strange has some type of spell that he's been thinking about for a while, but it's too dangerous to do, and it looks like Peter talks him into it. So here we go. Here's the Mephisto one more day storyline idea that everybody's been talking about, or is that just rumors? Shows Peter chilling with Doctor Strange, doing the spell, destroying a bunch of crap, destroying the Sanctum of Sanctorum, it looks like. And then it worked. They tampered with the stability of space-time. The multiverse is a concept about which we know frighteningly little, he says. And it shows them riding some crazy train, explaining the concept of the timeline. It shows the iron suit again. You see, guess who's back? Uh-oh. Doc Ock's back. And so is Green Goblin, it looks like, right?
I didn't see that one.
Wasn't that what that bomb was? That little bomb? Wasn't that a
Oh,
goblin
maybe.
bomb?
Yeah, okay. Probably.
Yeah. They threw the little goblin.
All right, that
So there
showed.
we go.
That showed. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
A quick rundown. What do you think?
Well, I was just happy to see Miles Morales finally on the big screen.
I'm just happy Tom Holland and Zendaya are still dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit. They just had to release it quick, like.
Yeah.
So
It is what it is. I mean.
yeah, Hobgoblin throws pumpkin bombs also, but it wasn't a pumpkin bomb. It was like the original Green Goblin's little green bombs. So
Yeah, look more like OG Goblin.
So it looks like, Willem Dafoe is reprising his role, Dollar. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
So,
it looks cool. Nothing outrageous there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, but they're talking about the multiverse and how they don't know anything about it. So this can open up to damn near anything. We're just not. We're getting a hint that damn near anything might happen, and we'll probably find out some more stuff later on.
well,
But,
also, wasn't there pictures that leaked out that showed Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire on some type of set already? I mean, isn't that why everybody's talking?
I mean, I heard through my various news sources that they were like all having dinner together and stuff like that, and they were all in the same location. So I mean,
like
unless
pointing at each other.
Yeah. And then there was like ambulances behind them. It was weird.
Yeah, very underwhelming. It looks like a lot of people in the chat are saying, shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 94 live, 10 minutes in.
I mean, I just hate the fact that when people release trailers, they just release a whole movie in a trailer. It's like, just.
I don't think that's a whole movie. I think they gave you very little. I don't
No,
think.
I mean, just in general.
It reminded me of the Superman 3 trailer from back in the 80s. Like, they literally gave every aspect of the movie away, like even the ending. When this is all over, go look at it, and you'll see. With my man Rick Pryor.
Well, here's the weird thing. Do you think who's the guy that plays? I'm spacing on his name. The guy that plays Darkhawk.
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina is ancient. Yeah. I don't think he's going to be playing the big bad in this, you guys. Like he's old.
This is all a deflection towards something bigger.
Yeah.
Hope so.
This is just
fingers crossed.
Do you think they roll into Do you think they roll into a Sinister Six, man, and just have him play as a,
Well, that's I think what all the rumors were about, right? There was all those early rumors that said they're putting together the quote unquote like timeline Sinister Six thing. Yeah, I love what a lot of people in the chat are saying. Cover Lover says, if this trailer is a striptease, then Marvel only removed a shoe.
Hey, and everybody paid for that. So.
Yeah. Everybody went nuts for it. I mean, Twitter was like, oh my God, I'm sitting down. They're seating us right now. I mean, look at this stuff. It was so weird that it felt like an ultimate troll that was being pulled off by huge, massive, like, trollers at once. This is
as underwhelming as a Donda listening party right now for Kanye West. I mean, it's like, come on, man. Like,
we're gonna have to start releasing. They're gonna start doxing people and shit now.
Maybe.
The whole point of a trailer is to get you excited, not to show you everything. Enjoy the fact that they've not ruined the movie already.
Don't worry. Tomorrow they'll have 45 people out with every video clip for every second, trying to find every little detail in it. So
they're already out by people who admitted they didn't watch the whole thing.
Nice,
because that was like that one played on YouTube after I clicked on the. I thought maybe it had dropped right before the show, so I clicked on one that it said official or whatever, and I'm watching them all. Oh, it's the fan one. It's got Daredevil and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they couldn't have ever filmed this without us knowing, the same Daredevil was back. And so I'm going, oh, okay. Well, even though I didn't watch it, this is everything I know. And oh God, dude, click next.
Yeah. It's so funny the amount of fake trailers that get dropped. People are like just waiting on little rumors to drop their own version.
Oh yeah.
It's actually kind of genius, to be honest, because they probably continue to get views.
I'm gonna learn how to make deep fakes and make the biggest deep fake Marvel trailer on the planet for the next movie.
It's funny how we can't play like the real trailer that's on YouTube, the same format that we're using right now. Mm-hmm. But the fake fan, actor usage in fake movies, like they can use their likeness and that shit just stays up there.
Yeah.
Right. We can't use the official drop Sony.
No. I'm gonna go get my 8-year-old to bring down his toys. He'll do a live action like Robot Chicken, and we'll play it that way.
Yeah. Speaking of Mephisto, Dwayne Scott, if we get Mephisto and Darkhawk, did you guys see there was a new Darkhawk book that came out recently?
Oh boy,
that must mean something.
It's coming out this week, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on,
Like,
Merson. How many copies you getting? 40, 50? You putting them in?
I didn't know about it until last night, and I'm looking at the 1 in 50. I'm like, ooh,
Oh
I might
boy.
have to try to make a play for that on the cheap side.
Yeah. This, a matter of fact,
Who's doing the cover?
It is. Let me show you guys the images. It's actually really cool.
Do people really like that character?
Yes. Look at our Facebook group, dude.
Yeah, 30 years ago, he was literally the first character that I collected.
That's a cool looking, like, page or panel right there. I'll say that.
You talking about the Diodato?
Yeah.
Carter, you can't possibly be that old. Were you like 3?
No, he's old.
I was 12 going on 13 in 1991.
Here we go. A new era begins for Darkhawk in August.
Here, let me. I'm gonna load my screen. Watch this. So this is the 1 in 50, right?
That are very excited.
Look at that boy. Look at that boy.
Yeah, that's the one.
I like the 1 in 50 with the for the number 51 legacy variant. It might have been 1 in 25.
Yeah. I'm looking for that one too.
It's similar to that.
Here's this one. You got the design variant.
How many retailer exclusives are there?
I know, right?
Well, 60.
Anyways, cool stuff for all you Darkhawk fans. Listen, for some reason, like you said, Carter, a lot of people love that character, and it's become a meme in its own way, which is crazy. Listen, 109 live viewers. Thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button tonight. Hit that bell so you guys get notified anytime we drop new stuff. Lots of goodies. I want to talk about the ShangChi talk. Have you guys been following any of the ShangChi talk?
Only like the controversy. Like they're begging China to release it. It just just weird. The lead actor. He's like he caught some heat with the Disney president or whatever.
How about this one? Let me kiss my ass, Rotten Tomatoes. How about that one? A 92% at Rotten Tomatoes so far. I mean,
Suicide Squad was 100.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's not real though, right?
So I asked my wife, I go, are you excited for it? She's like, no. And that's a casual fan right there.
I'll watch it.
Looks cool. I think it looks cool. I think the 10 rings, the way that weapon is used, and how it goes back in time to like the medieval and earlier times, like that shit's cool as hell to me, man. But I did not expect to, with all the talk about it and everybody saying how bad that they thought it was going to be. A lot of people that have seen it are saying it's good.
Look, my man, this is all that matters. Joe's dueling. All that matters.
You're right, and I agree.
What's interesting is, I don't know about you guys, but around here, there's still a lot of theaters that aren't really open. So how good's it going to do, even if it's fantastic?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, that's the other thing. Like, I mean, I know I have a little one now, and I haven't been in movies in like, it feels like years. But I don't know. Like, I don't see too many people going to movies anyways. It's just like there's buying on Disney Plus for $30 and saying screw it, and you can watch it for how many ever it's repeat if you want. Who cares? I don't know.
10 rings. Timothy Brandt says the 10 rings are cool, but not cool enough for Odin's vault. Well, maybe we just didn't see them.
Yeah. Maybe they were in the bottom or in the back.
They were just hiding.
Yeah.
Because they were so powerful.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Well, it'll be very interesting to see what happens with that stuff.
When does it come out? Does that come out next week?
Yeah.
Everybody list your special Marvel Edition 15s and all that. You ain't gonna get more money after this.
Well, I do know if my kids
September
are asking to see a
3rd.
movie, that's not the one.
Comes out on my birthday.
Oh dang! Look
It's
at that.
my movie.
Nice.
That's why you secretly like it.
Yeah. And you guys still following Walking Dead?
Yeah.
A lot of people talking about Walking Dead right now with this newest
Yeah,
episode that came out.
and
What do you guys
number
think?
2 came out, and I didn't get to watch. I didn't get to watch number 2, but I did get to watch this one. It might have only come out on the app, the AMC app, because that's how I watched number 1 today. I mean, I enjoyed it. Like, if you're kind of listening a couple weeks ago, they foreshadowed it pretty well, but it's definitely going to go in. I said it was going into Negan versus Maggie, and this couldn't have been more Negan versus Maggie. They're getting, and then with the other crew going on to, I forget the name of the place they're at, but with the Stormtrooper guys, and they're kind of replacing Michonne's role in the comics with, is her name Yukio? I forget exactly her name, but yeah, they're sort of replacing with her. They showed like pictures on the wall of like her long lost cousin, so she has to stay as they're going to try to break out. And that's a crew with Princess and Eugene and Ezekiel. So that's the side thing. So they kind of know they're in a bad place. Those could probably be some of the new enemies, unless it works out that they're not. But it seems to be, and they're trying to escape. But yeah, definitely that build up with Negan versus Maggie, even with the Maggie death cliffhanger, which we probably I seriously doubt Maggie died at the end as episode 1.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, probably not. That'd be kind of an anticlimactic season of Negan versus Maggie if you took her out in the first episode. But yeah, I don't know. So I mean, I thought it was pretty entertaining. Good to see some of the old cast back. Did like, they were down. Negan was such a big player while he was under arrest for all those years. So it's really good to see him back as it was the end of last season, because he's one of the more enthralling characters. And if we're not going to have Rick or Michonne, especially, they really pumped up Daryl last year to try to make him a bigger part of the show. I mean, not that he hasn't always been, but it's kind of funny since he's not even obviously in the comic books or anything like that. So I'm excited about it going forward. Seems like there's two stories going on at the same time, which I really like. Too bad I didn't have enough time today to watch the second episode of that, where I doubt Maggie is dead. So. But yeah, gonna be should be a good season, and I don't know. Am I the only one still watching them, or what?
No, because
Yes.
look. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome, Jesse. We do it all the time, man. I ain't worried about it.
Dude, it was on yesterday.
I was about
Are they
to say,
still doing that Rick
thanks for being that guy that didn't watch the episode. So
Yeah, I always got to watch before. So
It's fine.
Are they still going to do that?
We're gonna call you Wade now, Sean.
but he spoiled it before the episode. But he spoiled it by an East Coast feed of Glenn getting his head bashed in when that. If you haven't seen that one yet, sorry,
Dude,
that was like 6 years ago.
Funniest, dude,
Yeah, we kicked the guy out forever.
Wade, that was the funniest shit Wade ever done in his life, dude. I
Yeah,
just laughed.
yeah.
I don't
But
know
back
if
then it was must cover. I mean, that was the big
Probably
cliffhanger.
still thinks it was worth it.
We didn't know. Yeah, it probably does. I think but back then, I mean, that was the whole off-season cliffhanger, and we assumed it was going to be, from the comics, it was Glenn, and I was like, they're not going to stray from this. And some of the things, obviously, they stray to in the comics, but something like that is just like next level. But Glenn was such a beloved character by people watching the show, and especially people that had no idea that this had already played out. I don't know how you introduce Negan, and they did it exactly like the comic with his eye hanging out of his head, but the big surprise was also Abraham going down as well. So they had to give you a two for one on that.
Dude, spoilers, bro. And I don't know if they're gonna do I thought they were gonna do the Rick movie too, Ben. I thought they were gonna do the Rick movie.
They're supposed to do a Rick movie, and he even talks. Negan even talks shit to Maggie in this one. He said, "So I'm not gonna let you go drag me through the mud." He's saying to Maggie, "Filth and slime put me down like a dog, like Glenn was."
wow.
I was like, ouch, dude. I thought you were trying not to get her to kill you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't kill him then. I would just cripple him. I'd leave him like a quadriplegic. I wouldn't even kill him.
In a
I
tree.
think that's what he was trying to do. He was just trying to just get to that point. speaking of like everybody's like saying like nobody's watching that show anymore. You're right. Like that show has fallen off. When we think about that Glenn time, that was such a different time. Like everything was so different than everybody was. That's all anybody could talk about was who's Negan gonna hit in the head. And you remember they even filmed like each and every person getting hit in the head, so they didn't even know, which was like such a different time period. Like I think that we're really in the Matrix now, and there's been like a glitch in the Matrix for the last couple of years, you guys.
Didn't things feel innocent then?
Yes.
On some weird level.
Well, speaking of craziness, what did you guys think? And spoilers, what did you guys think of this? Being in the last page of Thor, number 16.
Totally missed that.
Yeah. We're all about spoilers here, ladies and gentlemen. Thor number 16. Donny Cates finally takes us back to that image. We still don't know what is going on here because the story was originally about Thor trying to figure out why Mjolnir was acting up on him and attacking people and all this stuff. And Donny Cates' writing just seems so like all over the place to me. Scatterbrained, yeah. It's crazy. So we get another tease of the Mjolnir with the Infinity Stones tucked away into him, and then it looks like some type of Infinity Stone on that gauntlet. Maybe a new stone. Is that the Black Winter power or black? Tucked in a stone there. That would be cool if that was the case. So
is it a mask? Is that a mask on the ground where I don't know who that's at the bottom on the right there?
You got Captain America, Spider-Man.
It's Iron Man's mask, right?
Yeah, Iron Man's mask.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is back there. Some chick. It looks like some chick. Anyways, is this Thane? What is this? Thane or Thanos, or what's the kid's name?
Thane, but he doesn't look like Thanos, does he?
What's the kid's name again?
Thane.
Yeah, but this could be like an older version of him. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people were talking about that because of the gauntlet. Isn't the gauntlet something Thane was using at one point?
I don't. Is that
right?
Yeah, but I think that's Thanos.
That's Cap. As the kids would say, Cap.
Yeah, well.
Peter Parker's pants says, Cates, God out the gate, not much for the finish. Yeah, he was amazing out the gate. Everybody was going crazy for that initial Thor Black Winter run. It was really freaking good, and then it shit the bed. Same with Cosmic Ghost Rider. Freaking amazing. Where's Cosmic Ghost Rider? Silver Surfer Black. Freaking amazing. Where's all that good stuff? Anyways.
So is Donny Cates the J.J. Abrams of comics? He produces great concepts, but just can't stick the.
Well, I think he writes on too many comics. You know what I'm saying? He's got this, and then he's on this, and then they're trying to feed him everything because he's a good writer, and it's just like, man, it's just you can't keep up, man.
I seen a couple community members saying that Thor 6 second print on the right, shop uniform 13. Thor 6 second print rise up on the rise again. Let's take a look at that. Let's see what we got going on here.
And those are only selling for like $7.
Yeah.
Hey man, I gotta make my money, man. 6 to 7, baby. Let's go.
9.8, $66.
Didn't those show up in the Walmart packs too?
I think they did.
Yeah, so
$25 for a near mint copy. Yeah.
Every other one is like $7 to $10. Why would you
it doesn't
28?
It doesn't look like it's rising. I mean the ratio 1 in 50 maybe, but I mean nothing crazy I don't see. Maybe the world hasn't totally caught on yet, but once we start seeing that character, whoever it is, let's take a look at what was it New Avengers number 10 or Secret Avengers number 10? I
New,
can't remember.
New Avengers 10.
Let's take a look. And see
Is that the
what
red
it's
cover?
Yeah, right here. 25 best offer. 44 best offer. 25 best offer. 25. 34. Not bad.
Considering the world right now, I mean, that's honestly those are. I can think of worse ways to spend $20.
Yeah, I think that's still a great buy-in.
There's also Infinity number 4.
Yeah, here's the lot. Infinity 4, 9,
Yeah.
10, all the good ones.
Okay,
They
you
got for
ready? You ready?
$15.
I'll let you guys know on a little secret. Look, our buddy, our friend, Aaron Yee. I'll let you know when my second print 1 in 50 sells on eBay. So if somebody wants one, our buddy Aaron Yee.
Easy.
Look at this. Young Avengers 10, 9.8, 475 or best offer. Jesus. I didn't realize that book was selling for that much. I'm always blown away. There you go, $14. So maybe that's a book to look out for, this Avengers number 10. I think that's a better bet than your
I think Justin Shannon messaged us on Facebook and was talking about that, wasn't he? Leg? Remember, I posted a long paragraph about God Butcher is at Thor 6. Did I fuck that up? Remember in the
I
spectator?
forget which one you were bringing up. What was it? The what they call it? The God. It's not the God Pit, but it's something like that.
Yeah,
It's where the gods get to live out their days. What you're saying?
Yeah.
I said I thought it.
right?
I thought it came out in the Jason Aaron
yeah.
God Butcher series from 2012 or 13 or whatever it was.
Maybe that's what it was.
The one where Gore was introduced.
God Quarry. There it is. Look,
Yeah.
God
God Quarry.
God.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks, Justin. Yeah, God Quarry.
he's- Yeah.
What the hell did I just call it?
I don't know. I can't keep track, dude.
Yeah. I just thought it came. Yeah. Okay. Thanos 12. Yeah, that's fine. I honestly thought it came out in that Jason Aaron series.
Thane's currently in the God Quarry.
So he was in New Avengers. For some reason, I thought also he was in one of the standalone Infinity issues before that.
Look at all these
Maybe
guys.
not. Maybe that's just because I read the Infinity issues before I happened to get the
Yeah.
New Avengers 10. I read the
Hello,
whole thing,
our
but I
listeners.
didn't read every single. I probably missed a couple times.
Dude, everybody, look at everybody. Everybody just loves everybody. I love everybody. Just read. If I ever got questions, I'll just ask the chat.
Shout out to the chat. Hell yeah.
So you can go. Yeah, you can go to get the, apparently. So 16's in the diamond system. Yeah. Yeah. You can get it cheap.
Yeah, isn't that kid Thanos isn't that Thane, that free comic book day issue? Isn't that Thane also? That was an early appearance of Thane.
That's quite possible. When Thane dropped, honestly, it wasn't a thing. Like
No, I'm
he
thinking-
was a part of the series, but it's not like no one was chasing Thane. And now that we look back and chase everybody, we're like, well, fuck it. That's pretty good spec, I think.
You know where I'm getting mixed up? I always fucking do this. I get it mixed up with what's his name's daughter in DC, Darkseid's daughter. Wasn't that a free comic book day something?
Oh,
that it came
Grail.
out in?
Yeah, Grail.
Yeah,
No, that
she's
was
a bad
a-
bitch. She's badass. Those are two great characters, Grail
GLA
and Thane.
25 or
Let's
Justice
have
League
the-
25.
An amalgam.
Yeah, and she
universe.
had and there's a variant, the 1 in 25. I bought a bunch of those the day of. She never completely took off. That's probably not bad spec either.
Yeah. Two great characters to spec on. All right, let's get into some Titans talk, Z.
All right. Well,
has anybody
am I
else
the
seen
only
it?
one watching it?
No,
I don't have it.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
it, dude. It is freaking awesome.
I need to catch up.
It's
Go
still
ahead.
dark. I mean, they went with a different twist of the Red Hood, so that's enjoyable. It's not just a rehash. The actor, we saw him last year, so it's a little bit, he's not very tough looking.
Yeah, but it makes you hate him more because that
he's a
actor
prick.
was not like he was a prick. Yeah, he was a snob.
Which
Like
is what he was supposed to do. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
happened in the comics. Is nobody freaking liked him then.
Yep.
But they're definitely doing a different twist.
I'll tell you what, that gun thing with the trigger being the
Don't spoil it.
What are you talking about? We spoil everything on this
Don't
show,
be
brother.
spoiling everything all day.
So
just stop.
listen, I'll just say that there was an ingenious way to hold somebody hostage that that Red Hood pulled off. That was badass, man.
The Scarecrow character is great.
Yeah, and they feed him sativa, not indica, so that's a problem. That is a major problem.
Poor motherfucker.
We all know that sativa's for pussies. Scarecrow wouldn't be fucking with anything but indica. But anyways, that's a pretty cool little thing.
I mean, I like where they're doing some of the characters. I think it's an interesting story arc. I think they picked up the production budget a bit. I mean, there's definitely a little more going on from the DC universe version to now they've got some HBO money. So I think they're going a little more with some of it. So that's good.
Okay, so as a guy who saw Gotham, right? Let's go like Gotham to Titans. Is it? I guess. Did you think Gotham was good storyline and character wise?
I mean, stopped watching Gotham after season 1.
Okay, let's go season 1 though. Season 1 was okay, right? I mean, it wasn't terrible.
Fine.
Titan blows it away, bro. I'm telling you,
okay.
dude.
Titans.
Gotham was all right.
Titans,
it wasn't R-rated like Titans.
You got to get through a couple episodes to really kind of get into the story. And
then rank Doom Patrol on top of Titans. Where's that at? Is that like 1A, 1B?
It's
season 1 of Doom Patrol is probably the best, and then all the Titans are before season 2.
Okay.
Titans is killing it, and they pulled off, the whole Joker thing. They pulled it off perfectly. It's like the first 2 minutes of episode 1, and you basically don't have to worry about it. It doesn't make Joker a thing.
Yeah,
it took and here's the other thing: the chick that plays Dove is smoking hot, like
that's the
Wonder
girl from
Woman
Friday Night Lights, right?
Wonder Woman level hot, like worth watching.
I honestly, at the earlier seasons, Hawk and Dove were about one of the better things of that show because those are characters that shouldn't work, and they did a good job with it.
Yeah, and she kills it. Her relationship with Dick. I love how Dick's always putting his dick in other people's fucking chicks because he like bangs every single other every chick in the show he ends up hooking up with. And I guess that's why we're all Dick Grayson fans in the end.
Is Tim Drake in this thing?
I think they're introducing him. That's the rumors. They're going to introduce him this season.
Minka Kelly. Thank you. Minka Kelly is...
Yeah, Minka Kelly?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's doing in the ratings. It's going to be tough because it's releasing a season 3 when there's 2 on there. But I got to think with HBO Max, it's going to pick up some more views than it was when it was on DC Universe, which nobody was subscribed to.
Well, let's talk about HBO Max because I heard a rumor today, and I don't know if it's true or not. So HBO Max is losing 6 million customers or subscribers. They lost 6 million subscribers, and it's not a big deal to them, I guess.
Why did they lose 6 million subscribers?
Oh, and people, what am I, fucking the news guy? Let me look.
You read the article. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
You brought it up.
I know.
What, did this just happen, or when?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they probably were
5
for
million.
like Suicide Squad or something. I mean, you can rent it for 1 month to get the movies you want to get.
Yeah, they are. There you go. Shrug off 5 million through Amazon. Yeah. So, they're. I guess people aren't paying for it, or they don't want to pay for it anymore.
Why, you can get like Sesame Street on Amazon or something?
I guess
And that could
probably
be.
No, HBO Max has Sesame Street.
Oh, I know, but it said through Amazon, so I thought maybe it's available on both. So people subscribing for that reason.
I don't know. For
decided to keep one.
early on, you couldn't use the Fire Stick to get it, but they let that happen later.
Yeah, maybe because they're doing different things. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I just saw it.
I think it's a channel that the Friday or the release movie thing is a steal. I mean, to not have to go pay for Suicide Squad was fantastic. Okay, I pay my subscription, whatever. Actually, I still am getting it free with something on my AT&T phone plan. So
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you guys are dicks. I got Verizon.
But I mean,
You pay
It's
more,
worth
you don't
it.
get HBO.
No, I know, right? I did get
Cover
Disney Plus for a minute. So
I'm going to T-Mobile anyway. Fucking.
Oh, you're
AT&T
you're gonna be
sucks.
the second person on a satellite. I mean, that's cool. You're gonna have a great reception, man.
I don't think the Swamp Thing is coming back. Sadly, I wish it would have.
Hey,
I think
you can
he
get
is.
You can get a sidekick for like $600 on eBay. The old T-Mobile sidekick. You can, if you got those laying around, boy, they're like $600 on eBay right now.
I think the Swamp Thing was too expensive, and they just didn't. I just think it's too far removed at this point.
You don't think we're getting Justice League Dark?
I don't think we're going to get that show that way, but maybe.
I think we're going to get Swamp Thing peppered in and out of those.
Yeah.
other
Maybe,
shows.
but I just don't know if they'll rehash that whole story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll continue that whole story. They may swing that version of the character into the universe. I could give you that.
Yeah.
So.
Another quick thing I'll hit on, which is kind of cool. I saw this whole Mortal Kombat What If style series. That would be freaking cool as hell. I'd be all about that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
If we could get some dope animation style, like What If in the Mortal Kombat world, I'm all about that. I think I really got into geeking out over the storylines in all the Mortal Kombat games. You could literally watch them like movies on YouTube. It's crazy. And there's some cool storylines with them in them that I had no idea about. So I think the What If series is so good that if they use that as like a primer, or how to build on, more power to them. I think that'd be super dope. What do you guys think?
I mean, it could be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of potential for doing some cool stuff. I mean, lots of characters floating around, lots of things that can be used. We'll see.
Lots of universes.
Lots of things get promised, but sometimes they dilute shit down.
Yeah.
You got to kind of do more than one movie to build my faith.
Yeah. I get that. All right, let's get into some of the biggest talk of the last week, and of course that is our favorite Iron Man character, or Iron character, Invincible Ironheart, Riri Williams being announced. Everybody's going crazy in the spec world for everything Riri right now. Prices going crazy on eBay as I'm pulling them up right now. Very interesting stuff here. If I can get this to work, I got Nico Internet.
Nico Net.
Yeah, NicoNet. Yeah, these prices are kind of crazy on a lot of these books, but I'll start from the top here on some of these. I mean, $1,000, $1,200 best offer on a 9.6. $240 on the Decal variant. Invincible
$50
Man
for Iron Man 1. Invincible Iron Man 1. Jesus.
It was at like 35, but I've got a bunch. I had them going for 30 something on Whatnot. But that was pre-announcement.
Almost $400 buy it now on.
I think I got one of
that's
the
a third
actual
print.
too.
Oh, that's a third print. What's the first print going for?
Less? $250.
Wow.
Well, here's the deal. People assume the third print. I got it. Give me 2 seconds. I'll have it here. People assume the third print's going to be the lowest print on that. That's just the absolute assumption or whatever. On Iron Man 1. So if you add it up here. So if you go to, there's 1,173 first print 9.8s, 259 third print 9.8s, and 32 second print 9.8s. So when this announced, the first thing I did was buy a second print 9.8 because people assume it's a third print, and I would have made that assumption as well. I checked the census, and we're looking at approximately 225, 230 less copies of the third print. So I think second print's good chance that's the way to go. Number 9 third print, or is it second print? Number 9 second print. I've bought a couple of those also. So that's and of course that number 9 variant is gonna be her number 1 going on there. Or maybe if there's a number 1 that's a newsstand, which I don't know and I haven't looked for. But yeah, that number 1 sells for as much as the variants of number 1 and 9.8. It's a great cover too.
This is the one I love right here, man. I love this book. I wish I would have had a couple of copies of these. That's kind of crazy.
Is that one of those IDW ones?
This is the second printing of Ironheart 1.
Okay. I don't think it's yeah. So I think that's the Marvel IDW. I could be wrong here. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
The second printing. I mean, that is freaking gorgeous
Cool.
cover. Anyways, stuff going crazy. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's going gaga for everything. Riri. Matter of fact, shout out to Aaron Yee. I saw his Whatnot sale the other day. He's like, here we got a Riri Williams and Doom cover. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, people are paying. And he's like, all right, let's see. I'm just going. It sold for like $15. I'm like, a Riri Williams and Doom cover people are going crazy for. So it's getting to the point where just anything with her on there.
And which makes no sense because this is not a surprise at all. I mean,
not really.
at all.
It just lit a fire under people's asses.
I guess.
Like, and now it's like I gotta get one, right? It's in the I gotta get one mode.
And well, think about it. Got to get one mode. Number one, of all the other ones went up. Silk one, Spider Gwen one, all that stuff. If the buy-in's $30 to $50, that's not a big risk. You know, there's a lot out there, but if the character hits, it's just gonna keep going up. You know, that's why I bought a bunch a while ago.
Well, you know, I'll say it again. I've said it on a couple of shows this week. To me, the more surprising thing that we should be talking about is the Shuri news. I mean, I think the Shuri stuff is going to have a bigger impact on the comic book market. To me, at least, with her being confirmed that she's going to be in that, she's going to be playing that role, that Black Panther role. But still, I mean, she's not even going as crazy, man. This book right here,
yeah, that book's been growing every.
Yeah, I mean, it's well over $1,000 for first appearance. I mean, there's still Black Panther 5. I think has probably still some more potential with her first as Black Panther. I keep saying this book's easy to press if you find one out there. But I mean, what do you think? I mean, it looks like they basically switched the actress already. Like it's basically all but confirmed that she's already out.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So they've already switched up. She had some derogatory tweets about the universe and has been canceled. So she's basically been replaced already.
Oh my god! If that happens, that's really gonna piss me off if that's true, man.
And so there's someone. I think there's someone else. I feel like in there. I might. I'm not sure.
They're already shooting with her image.
They don't care. They're rich. They don't care. So yeah, I think she's gone. But they replaced her with a really good actress. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm never going to be the person to remember actor and actresses' names. They replaced her. It seemed like they did as good a job as they could. So I don't actually anticipate this really hurting the spec value, but I mean, I'd probably be remiss not to at least bring it up. And the fact that it possibly could. But I mean, I don't know if comic people care that much, or the people just buying movie first appearances give that much of a shit either. So.
What's her name? Letitia Wright.
Yeah, I don't think she's been canceled. I don't think there's anything confirmed on that. I think that's all.
I hope so, man.
I think that's all.
She's even like hashtagging, like she's basically almost confirmed it herself with a bunch of stuff. Confirmed it herself with a bunch of like cryptic things about like BP2 canceled, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gone.
Well, this book was blowing up. This first appearance or first meeting of Shuri and Riri. I think that was number 1 on the Hot 10 this week, right, Ben?
Correct.
What was that selling at the time?
I don't know, 7,500.
Wow.
Plus.
Around 150 by Friday. It's definitely dipped, but yeah, it was like around 150.
Nice.
Yeah.
For a non-variant team or first meeting, that's so bizarre.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens down the line with that. I'll be very interested to see if we see any Killmonger stuff. I think that's all a red herring. I'm starting to believe more and more it's just a red herring. I know the what if stuff is coming out next, so we'll be seeing more Killmonger talk. But I don't know, guys. I don't think he's going to be showing up in that movie. Justin Shannon says, if that is the case, then they definitely need to make Killmonger to be the new Black Panther. I don't see it happening.
Well, he's dead. So
Mel is swearing by that, and it just doesn't. It wouldn't make any sense. It would basically be a completely different character. It just would not make sense in that universe at all.
He had Madam Slay, right? Was the character and everything in that. Her reviving him was the play, it seemed, for the longest time. I'll be honest, like I'll give Mel some credit. I think that he latched onto that, and by the luck of God or whatever lightning strikes, that started to make more and more sense. He was talking me into it. I was a drunken chat every Friday night going, maybe let me go take another cannabis break, and I'll think about it some more.
I mean, you can't be influenced by Mel.
Shout out to Mighty Mel V. You guys give Mighty Mel V a sub. By the way, Renovision close to 1,000 subs. I think he's at 970 subs. We got 188 viewers right now. If you're not subscribed to Renovision, go over there, give him a sub, get him over that 1,000 sub mark. Good stuff. All right, you want to get into some market report, Z?
Yeah, why not?
All right. I will be right back.
All right, hold on one second while I pull this up. Everybody wants to talk about the high grade ASM or Amazing Fantasy 15 rolling out for sale, the 9.6. Let's look at the lowest buy-in cost. A one page, decent page. I mean, if you're gonna buy it, nice Spider-Man page, but $1,200, man. I don't know. I could do it. I just don't know.
What do you guys think? What is on that page?
What do you mean?
Small on my screen. Like, I mean, is there something other?
No,
I mean,
it's just got a couple.
Yeah, I see Spider-Man
images.
It's got Spidey. That's it.
Yeah, a nicer large cell one, but I don't know.
Hell no.
I hate.
No.
I have a page of Tech 27 because it's Tech 27, but man, there's enough of these that these prices make me nuts on these.
If you had a beat copy, would it be more financially smart to just tear out all the pages and grade them individually and sell the pages individually than trying to sell a beat copy?
No.
Maybe, but you have to pay to grade them all.
I mean, because this is $1,200 and there's what 30. I mean,
probably less.
There'd be like 30 pages.
Actually, I don't know how many pages.
How many? Okay, how many
16
pages have us? Okay, so 16 pages of Spider-Man story.
Maybe might be some ads in there.
And the page with him getting bit by the spider would be huge, right? That would be the one to have, right? You would get a big premium.
Well, I think the splash page is
okay. So some of them you would get big premiums on. I don't know. I'm just trying to think if you just
it probably is. It probably is because, I mean, your lowest end buy-in right now is a little over 10K for partial covers and things like that. I think missing most of the cover or having half a cover, you're already at 10K. So maybe I think if I had a complete copy, I'd have a hard time doing it. But if you're missing a centerfold, probably gets more appealing. Missing a cover, missing a centerfold. It's not complete anyways. Maybe I don't know. I can't rationalize spending that much money on it. I think I'd find another key and latch on for $1,200 and call it a day.
I've passed up coverless copies for that much.
Not recently.
Like years ago. No, years ago. Years ago.
Well, every time you look at books more.
So I can't see paying a a grand, well over a grand for a page. I can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
But like,
Alright.
isn't there? I feel like there was more than one story in most of these. Like, how many pages like have Spider-Man, and how many pages would command a premium?
Yeah, the first part of that first quarter of that issue has nothing to do with Spider-Man. It has to do with like Robin Hood or something, right?
Yeah, I don't feel like it's all Spider-Man.
Yeah,
No.
like we've all read that first issue, the first couple pages.
Yeah, it's
of that.
short, dude. They reprint them in newspapers like so much that they're like,
Yeah.
I mean, I can't show it on my little screen, but like thin as shit.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's probably a wash. I don't know the math.
I wouldn't. If you fucking rip one of those up, you're just a dick. Just let it be.
I think if
Hey,
you had a
is
partial,
it any worse than taking and then having Andrew Garfield sign one?
no. I think if you had a partial copy and it had a couple pages, that's where you'd do it. But why not look at the low end Daredevil? This is a complete but coverless, $5.85. I mean, you used to be able to buy a decent copy of this not that long ago. What, 3-4 years? You could get a good copy for $600, mid low grade. Now the buy-in is this for no cover. Wild times, my friend. Wild times.
Knock down a couple hundred, then we can talk.
I'm just saying. I mean, what would you have paid for that 3 years ago? $100. You think about it. 200 maybe.
$250. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, but you got to think about it. It's probably not. And a big Daredevil collector. This is probably the only thing still in that that doesn't have a lot of extra.
Somebody needs it, yeah.
Money. Somebody just wants to have this to have it. I don't really blame them. At least it's authenticated, and you can find out if all the pages are there and everything. So
Yeah.
A little high, but if somebody doesn't have triple that, they're not getting in at all with the cover. So.
Well,
you know
I mean,
what I feel like
when the
5 times.
When the ugliest giant size X-Men that is beat to shit and water stained and taped is $500, I guess I'd take this over that.
I feel like the play on this sometimes is like this is like I don't know. The first time I see sales like this, I'm thinking like this is some like actor person that wants to give their buddy who is a Daredevil fan like something funny to put on his wall, or you know what I mean? Like it feels like a.
This is somebody that wants it. I mean, there's somebody that's like, I can't spend $1,000, but I can spend $500.
Yeah, no, this could be the girlfriend's present to the boyfriend for his birthday, who couldn't, wish he had one of these things, and this is all she could roll with.
I personally feel better about coverless and complete than I do a page. So that was kind of where I was going with this. Is complete issue mission to cover is one thing, tearing apart the page is another. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Saw this, just thought I'd check in. It's up a tad. I mean, it was sitting around 1,100. 800 to 1,100 for the last since May, bouncing up and down. So it did peak just a little bit. I guess we'll see where this goes. I could have looked at Eternals 1, but I get bored of that book, so this one struck me as more interesting.
Yeah, and I think I just looked up. Maybe it sold, but I had one of those. I swear. Maybe it's gone. I swear I had an 8.0 I was looking at for 1,000, but maybe
probably gone now.
I do not see it anymore.
Saw a couple Bakers pop up. This is not the best of the 7 Cs, but this whole run is pretty sweet book. It's listed as good, but it's a nice looking copy for a good. I mean, I see some rust on the staples and some edge wear, but colors are nice and it presents real well. So I think that was a nice buy.
I like it.
This is one I honestly don't know that I've ever seen. It's listed as a Baker, but man, I can't say I've ever looked at this one. Even with all the vintage voyages I did with Ben, I can't say I've actually paid attention to this one and seen it. Vuda, number 20. So just figured I'd highlight it because I don't remember it ever.
A postcode with a hot cover.
But that Jaguar was jacked looking.
Mm-hmm.
He's not looking right.
You think if there's no like cover artist assigned to it, and these people just say it's Matt Baker and they don't really know? Do you think
There's a lot of books. there's a lot of books that people list as the wrong thing. And
That's what I'm saying. Is that like false advertising?
There's
is it dishonest?
There's a lot of questionable. Like people think it is or isn't. Who knows? Many of these books were uncredited. Doesn't look like as much as, but I'm not enough of an expert to say. Could have just been a rushed piece or just somebody's trying to make a buck. If DS were on, he could educate me on that particular one. I know he's more of a Baker guy than I am. Maybe he'll chime in on the chat. I got to show this book pretty much every time it sells, but approaching 2K a point. So
that's a nice looking 1.5.
Yeah, it is. Most of them listed right now. I think there's a 2.5 floating around. Somebody's trying to get 10K for, and then everything else is, man, they're listing it about more than 5K a point looking for. So
Oof.
A lot of fishing going on. I guess we'll see where it goes. I do think when we see some actual teaser footage or something, I think it'll get a little buzz because the damn Shazam 28 is so expensive. I don't know why this isn't getting a little more heat. I agree it's not a great cover. He's not on it, but it's a golden age book. And, Shazam 28 isn't that good either.
You know what I bet? I think it is people don't think they're going to find it. I'll be honest, I'm one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
fair. And there's also that Alter Ego 7 with the Black Adam cover on it is kind of cool, but it's a little more obscure off the beat thing. That has picked up some steam, but we'll see. I think if we see The Rock in costume, there'll be a little bit of a more buzz that hits. This one that just surprised me for a very good find for $350 at auction. That was a pretty strong sale. I was kind of looking at some of them now. You get in that range. There's a lot of variation, but I'd see them going as cheap as $100, and now this one is up to $350. So it's a nice looking copy for the grade, but it struck me as a pretty high sale. I know this book's been skyrocketing. I'm kicking myself in the ass because Ozzy had a shop up by him that had a 9.6 that the guy didn't want to deal with offline. He had it on eBay, and I was like, damn it, just buy it. And it didn't want to pull it off eBay, so I got annoyed, but that would have been a hell of a buy.
Yeah.
About 2 years ago, year and a half ago. Second time
love that book.
Second time in a row for the first solo story, by the way. So cool book, cool cover. Probably one of his better early covers, honestly.
Yeah, especially the background. I love the background.
Yeah. Second time in 2 weeks seeing this book. 4K though. Must have been a buy it now. Because the other one was what, 5 and change? So somebody got away with a good deal here.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, it seems to be.
I think it was 5,400, 5,800. I should have researched back, but that was more than I cared to know. I know it was cheap. 4K seems like honestly a hell of a price. I think I might have pulled the trigger if I had seen it.
Yeah, when I spend, or if I was spend like $5,000 on a book like that, or $6,000 or something, I just wouldn't look it up anymore. You know what I mean? Unless somebody told me they saw it sell for 10, I'll just be like, no, because that would just drive me crazy if I saw this sale right after.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to know. Somebody just got a
son of a bitch.
Now. Somebody in the audience is probably like, why'd you tell me? Oh, man. This one I'm going to show every time I see it pop up. It breaks my heart. Maybe I just need to buy another one and put him away.
Dude, he killed himself with $35 shipping.
I think that's what did it.
Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I know it doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't pay like $150 less. But like, if I see that, like, I get mad. Like $35 shipping on, that's not a $10,000 book. It's $100. I mean, not that you couldn't get that much insurance for that much, but still, about what this book's going to go for. $35 shipping. Call it $1,000.
What's the limit on insurance that the USPS will put on a item?
I don't know the limit on insurance. I do know the limit for US for priority mail is $5,000 that you can purchase yourself online. I've bought probably 10,000 worth registered mail, and then you got to put all that brown tape and shit all over it so they can stamp it and they put it in and out of safes. And yeah,
which is what CGC uses.
Which is what CGC uses, which is why it takes a way to get. Well, I think it depends on what. Like I use, I don't use USPS to come back to California. It takes too long, jostles around.
Oh yeah, it takes 3 weeks in Indianapolis.
Yeah, so I prefer UPS or FedEx, and people were stealing FedEx packages, and they stopped shipping FedEx to California from CGC. It looks like they started again, and I'm all you fool. Nah, if you had to shut down for theft, I'm not using it. So
no, but I tell you what, I just got mine FedEx. Both of them were. One hasn't shipped today, but the other one wasn't, or was during the week. I couldn't redirect it anywhere. Like they said, they have not allowed you to. Where you used to be able to pick up at FedEx shops or Walgreens, couldn't redirect the package. I missed the signature. The only way I could pick it up without them redelivering it is I had to go to the actual FedEx hub in the city, like one location, and go get it there. Because they had to see it, sign it in person, probably because of the theft.
Well, this is chicanery, fuckery, whatever you want to call it, man. Like they'll allow you to insure it for whatever, but only pay you up to $1,000 because they're collectibles.
Yeah, good luck getting much of it. I think you're better off under self-insured, which I'm literally looking into right now for the same place that I have my home loan and things like that through, because a friend of ours told me that that's the way to go. So I'm gonna try to get my packages insured.
Oh, I just do it through I insured my collection, and I've got insurance on them.
Even for your shipping also.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So my friend's insured through that as long as they require signature delivery. I'm going to try to get the same thing.
Don't do it on your homeowners. Do it through like a collectibles insurance. There's 2 or 3 good ones.
It's a partnership with the collectibles thing through the big company that does my homeowners.
Okay. As long as there's a collectible insurance.
It's not. That's what it is.
But if you do it now, the thing that's going to get questionable is if you pay higher rates if you're a dealer, but if you don't call yourself a dealer and you're selling a lot of books, you might get bit. So just think about that as you're signing up. I'm speaking to our audience here because many of us would be considered dealers, even though we're just selling on eBay.
What are the guys that like send stuff to golden auctions? Like, for instance, they have $100,000 card. What do they do in that situation? If you're gonna consign it, you just let it ride? Are they just letting it ride? There's no fucking way.
I'd be on a fucking plane. I'll tell you that,
dude. These people have insurance on these items, and they've got their own private insurance they're carrying. But personally, I when I've got a big order and expensive items, and I've told Sean this, and I've done it, sent it to him, is I will just do the USPS 1-day delivery, and a lot of times will skip insurance because I can't get enough coverage anyways, because they treat those things like gold. They're very, very, very unlikely to lose them. They're not getting in the general system. They're kind of like on its own side path, speaking to Ozzy and some other guys. So you could also insure it there and feel better. But I think getting out of the 2 to 3 day priority, which is everything in its brothers and all the 70-pound bowling balls in a priority medium box or large box that are dropping on things. If you go the express, pay the extra few bucks, it gets there quicker, and you're not getting it thrown around by all the other crap.
Yeah, and I think that's a good call. And I say the same thing to people that really want. It's hard for me because pressing people's books. The last thing I ask everybody, unless it's somebody repeat that always does the same thing, is how much insurance do you want? Do you need insurance? What do you need? And a lot of times going to CGC, a lot of times CBCS, a lot of times back to them. And honestly, people will ask me, and I go, look, I can't tell you what your books are worth to you. Like I won't answer for people. I'm like, because I'm not really worried about the packaging. Even though that's generally not a problem except for John that time. But I'm not really worried about the packaging. I'm worried about, this is more like if they lose it. Like if they lose your shit And also, I don't like to do. I don't love the registered because it takes so long. If it ends up at small post offices, they don't really know what to do, and they can get hung up. And so, I don't like the register because also they bounce
that's
around.
That's a nice one, Chris. I like that.
That's
a key play there.
Yeah. So they don't. It bounce around so much. You know what I mean? I had a guy. It was in Chicago for 10 days. It took over 3 weeks for him to get half a CGC size box halfway across the country to me. And I'm like, dude, I'm signed up for alerts. I can't do anything. It says it's sitting in Chicago. Like,
I
don't know what to do.
My brother will tell me that registered just, nobody wants to touch it. Nobody touches it till somebody makes them. Sometimes they'll sit there for days because the supervisor's not looking at it and they just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, I even had someone told me that they just didn't have it anymore at my post office, and I'm in a small town post office. Let's just say which employees you're happy to get when you get to the front of the line, and which ones you're not happy to get when you get to the front of the line. And this is a person that literally doesn't understand anything in the post office. Like, I have to go buy registered mail because I can't, if somebody wants registered mail, and I can't buy it online because it's over $5,000 insurance. Otherwise I just use priority or the overnight, like John said, and they don't, and they're like, I don't understand. Nope, you can't do that in priority. I'm all, no, I want registered. They're like, yeah, it does. When the computer, it won't be over 5,000. I'm all, you don't even know your job, right? I didn't want to come stand here in line. I wanted you to come scan the package. Right, I'd rather print this off. I have a scale, so it's the same thing over and over again. And that same person. So I come back, the next guy, and the guy is in the front, and I go, "Oh, this guy's gonna know where it is." Yeah, I've got a registered package. He's like, "Yep, the only one. I can't wait to get it out of here." And he goes, "Be right back." And he's like, and then ask for ID, and I sign for it, and I'm like, "Cool." They probably just don't get tons of registered mail out here. I don't think, and I doubt we've got a safe. I'm like, you're probably better off just not sending it. I don't like stuff bouncing around the country for that long. I don't think it's that good of a service, but it's what they,
No,
it's a
secure chain.
See, people send cash that way. Like, I had a friend sell books to a guy who would only pay cash for books, and he'd send like $10,000 registered mail insured for $10,000. And it's like, all right, you want to sell books to the mafia, go for it. So, yeah. Well, if we're moving on, looks like John did too.
Sorry, my computer was unplugged. I was about to lose everything. So,
there you go.
All right. So, moving on from the mail discussion, at $900, I'm about to buy one of those or another one.
Yeah, good one.
This one, almost $5,000.
Wish I would have picked up one of these. I say it every time.
Oh, this was one I was when it came down the first time, and it was I don't know, maybe 15. I'm like, at 12 I'm going to get it, or whatever the number was. It was always a little less I wanted. Dumbass. And then Stein picked the 2 up in my city. Still hate him.
Yeah, I got rid of both of them though.
He did. I think Nico has one.
I got rid of both of mine too.
This one. $750 for a raw of this Thrawn variant. Holy crap. That's crazy money for a raw.
I don't know. I think people have talked me into this one.
I don't have anything against the books. I just I have a hard time wrapping my brain around almost $1,000 raws of modern books. And maybe I shouldn't, but it's one of those, I can't rectify what was 3 or 4 years ago to now, where it has to be a 9.8 for it to approach $1,000 in my brain, and now it doesn't.
Yeah, this book's not going down.
So
that looks clean too.
Oh, another time, our friend Kenyon was ahead of the curve on that one.
Oh yeah. That's the story I told on the Dealer Flipside. When we were all chasing X-Men Blue 21s that day, the Stephanie Hans and everybody, and then he's all, mark my words, that book will be worth jack shit, and this Thrawn's going to be one of the most expensive variants there is. And sure as shit, he was right. Sure as shit, I've never had one, and I've had 10 of those Hans variants.
I remember
Yeah.
that time when when those two books came out, like
Same day.
nobody was thinking about Thrawn at
Nope.
all.
I've never
he
even
did the
seen
same-
one in real life.
He did the same thing with Thanos 13. Same exact thing.
Just checking in on ASM 300. It was down a bit. I mean, it was dipping almost back under 5 from its sales. Where we thought it was going to hit 10, so it's starting to climb back up a bit. I think it just ran real high, real fast. So,
Do you still? Does anybody else still see, when they see 9/8 of this? Do you just like and see how much they are? You just shed a tear for Scott Reagan.
yeah,
Like
To a
I just am
degree.
like, oh man, poor guy.
Considering what he
he
paid
made a
for
lot of
him.
money on it.
Yeah,
He did fine.
I mean, he
Yeah.
did fine, but my gosh, how many did he have? 14 of them.
Oh, I think he had 20.
I'm pretty sure he had more than you get a good amount
He
more
sold
than
3 or
14.
4 at IndieCon one day, and it didn't even put a dent in him.
Yeah, it just kept buying him. Smart play. I know he's got some left. He's definitely got at least
He
eight.
has at least 198.
Yeah, because he's a collector too. So
This one stood out. One Punch Man, this free comic book day, $500 for free comic book day book. Is this the most expensive one right now, or is it still the Disney one?
Somebody said that a new contender recently came into the race, and I don't know how true that is, but I saw it fleeting in some hangout somewhere or something.
What's that one that I'm trying to think of? Is Disney? It's not Disney, but it's animated something. Can't remember.
Nickelodeon?
No, it's a real independent thing, and I don't know. I can't think of it. It's from
JJ
Marvel.
Maxwell, not a one Punch Man first appearance. Tell me what the first appearance is. That's what we got. The chat. Chat.
It's something obscure.
yeah, I don't fucking
Topher
know.
It's a Topher
My Hero-
level thing.
Crazy because of My Hero Academia.
This book still turning $300, surprisingly strong for as common a book as it is, but he knocked the character out of the park, man. My kids freaking loved it. Who knew, right? Who knew? My kids have been talking about that movie nonstop. So between the Weasel and King Shark and everything else, hell of a job. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But a book to me in my head that was never going to be worth anything for $300, it's a hell of a job.
What are Raws selling for?
I don't know. It's enough. I mean, that used to be a book where you'd buy it for $1 and flip it for 10, maybe 15, 20. But I think it's a solid book now.
The last time I checked, Raws were going for about 50.
Yeah, it seems about right. So, we were talking about the King Spawn being a rare book. This one popped up. I haven't seen one of these pop up in quite some time. What did we decide on this one? What was the story?
This one is. Hold on, sorry, brother.
Trade Smart in Colorado.
Trade Smart. Yep. So in Littleton, Colorado, they did a signing. Let me pull this up over here for you. You can take that down. There you go. They did a signing in Littleton, Colorado, at a Trade Smart shop, which is, let's see here, part of Hastings. It was an event at Hastings Entertainment's Trade Smart store in Littleton. Around 500 copies were available, and surplus copies were sold online after the event. So pretty freaking rare book.
Yeah, what did we talk about? 500. And I remember this one selling. I mean, people were snatching it up for a couple $100 raw at the time, which at the time was a lot.
Yeah. This is the regular cover here and the 2 Mexican variants right here. And then there's the Trade Smart one.
Yeah, so
Pretty damn cool.
rare book, almost $1,000. So what do I got? I think I got a couple more. This one, a 9.0 for $700. Jesus Christ. Punisher Eminem. Any of you guys ever actually see this guy?
No,
Nope.
I know it exists.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it.
No.
Not in life. A 9-0 though, man.
Yeah.
Most of us would just take it out of the slab at that point. It hurts
Yeah,
our eyes.
does grade, when books are that rare, does grade really matter at all?
No, they probably thought they had a 9.6, 9.8, which a lot of us have thought recently sending a CGC, and they didn't get it. So
Yeah, well, it's finally. I mean, I think people are realizing this. That's why prices have gone up. It's just that it's worth grading a little bit lower stuff. 9.6, you know what I mean? I never would grade 9.4s or 9.6s, and now I do. So
yeah, I'm
not every book, not a cheap book, but you know what I mean. In any high grade or first appearance.
Yeah, I don't even think it necessarily matters if it is a cheap book. I mean, I found at a half price books once. I found a 9.4 SpiderMan like number 5 or something, but it was a McFarlane cover.
Yeah.
I got it for less than I got it for $6 or something at half price books. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. And then, I mean, it sold for almost $40 just because it was a graded 9.4 McFarlane cover. I don't think I would have never bought it, but somebody wanted it.
You found a slab at half price books, huh?
Oh yeah, that was a long time. I mean, I found it years ago, but I just sold it.
I've never seen a slab at one, I guess.
Where would one even be? Where would a slab book even be?
That one was stuck in with the comics. It was just sitting there.
Wild. I mean,
that day there was 4 of them. They had 3 Campbell variants that I bought at the exact same time. They were all 9.8s, and I was like, okay, sure.
I just never ever even thought of a slab book at half price books, but I guess it could exist. Crazy. This one, I just had to include it because the cover was wild to me. Swedish Golden Age Superman cover, $300, which isn't too bad for one from 42. So pretty old damn book. Nice cover. I knew nothing about it, and I dig into this stuff usually, so thought it was a cool book. And then this last one is somebody didn't use the right terms. They didn't say warehouse find. And 55 copies of X-Force 2 and less, $6 a pop? So they would have put warehouse find, they would have done twice that.
That's crazy.
So
there's so many of those out there. It's just absolutely bonkers. This
is it my imagination?
This right here.
Good.
This right here reminds me really of the Max Fleischer era, cartoon drawing stuff. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of why it stands out to me. Really cool.
Yeah. It's definitely a strong image.
Yeah.
So, all right, that's all I got.
Those
do not look like white pages to me, though. Just
white pages aren't real.
They look dusty. I got a couple of things that just were kind of weird and off to me. You guys ever seen this? The Exorcist NECA action figure where it's her bed.
They made an action figure of the Exorcist?
Yeah, to me, this was still to this day, the scariest movie to me as a kid was this. And I've watched it when I was in high school, and it was laughable. But I still, if I think about that time being scared about this as a kid, it scares me. It's bonkers. And then just to have one that's signed by Linda Blair, that's even crazier to me. I don't know why you'd want that in your house, but 56 bids, $450. Pretty bonkers.
I will put that shit right next to my bed. That thing's fucking awesome.
No, not me, man. That shit's oh man, that shit scares the hell out of me. All right, on to the next one. Here's another we talked to Carter, remember we talked the Legends figure last week from the Mojo line. It was Luke Cage, I believe.
Silver Luke Cage, yeah.
Yeah. And then this I noticed is a Crimson Dawn variant. I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. This is the Psylocke. Chat, if you guys have ever heard anything about these figures, the Crimson Dawn variant from the Mojo Build-A-Figure line. One bid, I get it. It looks a little fishy, but it's still kind of interesting. But this is really interesting to me. To me, this was always like a unicorn. The original 79 18-inch alien figure, right? This is like the unicorn.
Yeah.
Man. I didn't even know this existed for the longest time. And then when I found out, I was like, oh my God, there was alien stuff back in the late 70s.
I know.
So $1,000, $1,100, almost $1,200. One sold with the box, which is crazy, absolutely bonkers. I love that type of stuff. Really cool. All right, the next one. This blew me away, and I'll be honest. I get its benefits charities, but I almost feel like you could probably make some money still on this if it's day one. A to Z, every Yu-Gi-Oh card there is. Like, I feel like there's some grading possibilities there with some of these, and whoever won this for 60,000 is gonna make some cheese off of it. Am I wrong there? I mean, 67 bids for 60,000. I know it's charity, but there's still a lot of meat on that bone. I feel like.
Well, benefits charity could be like 1% goes to something you never heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, they have authorized lists. They do make you check that it's a real charity, but it doesn't mean like it's 100% proceeds. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, either way, when I saw it, I went $60,000, and I was like, "Holy cow, that's absolutely bonkers." But then I realized, like, if there's some dandies in there that you can get graded, that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And then I realized, I even asked Ben today before the show. I said, I wonder when PSA is going to start taking cards again. Like, that's a huge issue right now. PSA is only grading at the $200 express level. So.
Yeah.
Hey, as far as like these cards go, what's the top dog?
Ooh, what do you mean grading?
I mean, as far as because I'm thinking Pokemon is like at the top, and then like maybe Yu-Gi-Oh would be number 2 or number 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what's the ranking?
I think that's probably about right. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Second.
I mean, some of the some of the Magic cards or some of the old Magic cards, like the Black Lotus or whatever it is. I mean, those are just stupid money.
Yeah, those are probably at the top too. Yeah. I don't know. When it comes to this stuff, there's another one. There's Yu-Gi-Oh! There's Pokemon, and there's another one, isn't there? That's like Pokemon. We're so old.
Is Digimon a thing?
Digimon. Maybe it was Digimon. It was Digimon. Okay. Yes.
Digimon.
Right. That is a thing. I think that is a thing. Maybe I'm just too old or stoned. Either way. Yeah. Even shout out. There we go. Digimon. Shout out to Wonder World Comics. Dennis has got it. $60,000. Make some cash off of it, but no grading. How about this one, you guys? I know we always make fun of Beanie Babies and how we laugh about it, but somebody paid $19,000 for a Valentina bear with tag airs.
Yeah, dude, we gotta check, man. Somebody's mom or grandma that we know probably fell for this shit back in the day. Mm-hmm. We gotta start. I remember I dated a girl like 20 years ago whose mom had like a bunch of worthless Beanie Babies. Maybe they're not worthless.
Ears.
Yeah, worthless like I don't know, like 1990s Spawn comics that spelled for $300 and 9/8 and shit, right?
Yeah. Check out Dark Side of the 90s on the Beanie Babies. That was real right there.
Hey real. Man, I was right. I was right at the front of the line at Susie's Pineapple, shop that. Like, man, which ones is she gonna put out? Oh my gosh, yes.
At the Hallmark card stores where you have to go to find them. Yeah, it was real. It was real back then. How about this one for all you PSA guys? You knew about the Menendez brothers card, but did you know about the Sam Vincent card that shows Jordan wearing the wrong jersey number?
That's his only card. Was it what number is he wearing? I can't remember.
13.
13. That's the only card that shows him wearing that jersey number.
Yep.
There's no other card with it, but it still is not a $200. I mean, there's a billion of these cards out there.
I forget. I did not. I mean, this just jarred my memory because I wouldn't have remembered. Although I did know about this. Why did it?
Yeah.
Why did he have 13 on?
I think there was something.
Issue.
Yeah, there was something with his jersey that night or something like that he couldn't wear his jersey.
Yeah,
but
I always would get this mixed up with the Ronnie Cycli 91 Fleer card because he's in the Ronnie Cycli 91 Fleer card. So I knew it was one of the two that had him wearing that wrong jersey. But cards are still selling. Like we're gonna get into some card talk here at the end, but cards are still selling like crazy. I mean, they're not selling for as much as they were, and I don't think comics are either right now. Everything's kind of on a little bit of a dip, but
still summertime.
Yeah,
we say this every year.
Yeah,
and every year everybody thinks or screams the sky is falling, but every year summer is bad for collectibles.
So how about this one? So somebody was talking about, I think I saw a video where a guy was opening the remember the Topps micro sets? And looking for the Chipper Jones, right? And I'm like, what the hell? And so then I see this, the 92 Topps Micro Ken Griffey Jr. PSA graded $167.
These cards are so big. Look, they're so small that even PSA's smallest insert is still too big.
Dude, I just found a set of these in the garage.
If you have
I don't think it's gold. I don't think it's gold. It's the one that had Clemens in front of the Red Sox scoreboard.
That's 91. That's 91, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Chipper Jones set. Grab the Chipper Jones card out of there. That's the Chipper Jones rookie.
It's the box set. It's like it's like a foot long and like that.
If that sucker's centered, man.
You can have a whole set or one cigar in that box.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, dude.
If that sucker is centered, man, you just made out right there. All right, so here's all my G.I. Joe guys. Here's a weird one. I can't figure this out, and I have one thought, but $487 for this lot of 12 figures. Now let's look at the figures, right? So you got basic guys, you got a vehicle driver, you got a Python Patrol, Crimson Guard, you got Jinx, Serpentor with just his back piece, you got Quick Kick there, and Deep Six, right? Old school, some type of Astro Viper, and some regular guards, officers and soldiers, and then what was this guy's name? Leatherneck. Right?
It looks like Footloose. No, is that Foot? No, that's not.
I think this is Leatherneck.
Yeah.
Leatherneck, yeah. But here's the weird one, right? These two, like, now is this Clutch, right?
That's Breaker.
Breaker. All right. Yeah. Now, is this selling so much because of the Breaker figure and the microphone, or is it selling because of this? What was this? You remember the series that they did with the silver parachutes, the Sky Jump team or whatever? They had the silver parachutes.
Barely remember that.
So chat, let us know if this is the Astro Viper, isn't this? Is it the purple dude? Pink Viper mail away? Is that what it is? Is that what this Astro Viper is? I mean, it doesn't. Astro Viper. If that's the case, then that's awesome. But I would think it would be 90s. one of these three characters right here, right? The purple one, the Breaker, and then the parachute dude at the top. Skyforce, thank you, Cover Lover. I remember Skyforce because they were on the big cards and they had the silver parachutes, and oh man, we used to put those guys in water balloon launchers, like 6 of them at a time, and just launch them, and then try and jump in people's backyards to go fetch them. But anyway, so this was just a weird G.I. Joe one, not Astro Viper. Pink, name your own Cobra, mail away only. Man, let me tell you, Dennis Barger killing it with his collectible knowledge. He's got the G.I. Joe knowledge. He's got the card knowledge, sports card knowledge. He's got the comic knowledge. He's got it all, man. Shout out to Dennis Barger. Jesus.
You know what? I forgot he had a ton of toys at the shop. So,
I'm not surprised.
He would know. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So great score again. Remember, you guys, keep looking at those lots. Those lots are crazy. How about this one? This is another really weird one. Last Action Hero prototype Rottweiler Jack Slater figure. It looks like what was the dog with Junkyard
cigar?
Mutt.
Yeah.
What? No, that's
Yeah, Mutt.
Junkyard. Junkyard. Yeah, with Mutt. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? And this thing sold for $900 on 9 bids. So crazy stuff. How would you know that like that was a prototype? Like there he is. So
There he is, fake Cujo.
yeah, fake Cujo. $900, which is absolutely crazy. So, but yeah, that is the fun stuff. I just want to remind everybody, though, this is just a quick thing. I was looking through PSA 10 cards because of the craziness with, PSA not being able to grade. I was looking at some of the prices on some of the stuff, and you could tell that football is coming back because you're seeing more and more football. A lot of the baseball stuff is selling. The soccer stuff is still selling. But some of the crazy cards to me are like, because PSA isn't grading, I feel like cards like this, like the second-year Luka prisms that are selling for $150 for a PSA 10 or $102, like I feel like these are selling for. We're going to start seeing sales on cards that, because PSA isn't grading, it's just going to be wonky to me. Have you looked at the price of cards?
Those seem like good prices compared to a year ago on those Lucas, especially on those refractors.
I mean, it's just weird, man. It's really weird, the prices of cards right now. If you look at, Zion rookies are still around $400, but I feel like they should be more because nobody's able to grade any.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think his silver prism in a 10 is terrible at $4 or $5 grand or whatever it's at.
Look at this. How about this card? Like $202 for.
I think that's down.
That's way down. That was like $1,000 card at one point.
Hey, what's the base price to have a card graded at PSA?
$200 right now.
Well, they're not accepting, so it's not exactly like it'd cost you. It'd cost you like $200 because that's the tier.
Like
that's like if CGC was only taking express tier or something like that. You know what I mean?
Just like back in the normal days.
12 to 20.
Yeah, it was like $20 when they shut down. They had bumped it up to 20 for the cheap service.
And what about like shipping? Would it be like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time you don't submit like one card, you submit like 50 or or something like that. Like the $20 service, I think I can't remember. They might have had like a minimum number of cards you had to send to get that price. Return shipping wasn't terrible.
But look at cards like this. This is that Serena Williams, that PSA 10. It's selling for $134 now. This was like, that was selling for a ridiculous amount 2 months ago.
I mean, it's got to be just like comics, right? It's July and August. Kids just came back. I mean, kids are going back to school. Parents are gonna be at home and helping with homework, and the weather's gonna get shittier, and people are gonna stay inside. We got another month of fun prices probably.
Well, you do know football's coming back because you're seeing like Kyler rookies selling for a decent amount. I would continue to look at Ronald Acuna rookies are probably the best time ever to buy right now.
Yeah, this busted knee or whatever's wrong with him.
Like just the time to buy on that kid is now if there ever was a time to buy on him.
Yeah, I saw a nice Derek Carr I wanted, and I thought I was gonna get lucky on this bad auction, and it just didn't happen. I was like, holy shit! I went for over double my snipe, and I was like, all right, fair enough.
A Derek Carr.
Oh yeah.
Man,
oh yeah,
you're a Raiders homer, dude.
Yeah,
you know who's another.
They haven't made this hat in a lot of years. You know what I mean? I got PSA 10 Derek rookies sitting right here.
Could be buying right now. Pete Alonso. I think is a great buy right now.
More than one. Oh, I love the polar bear. Yeah, won me a lot of money this year too.
This Jordan, I think, at its height was 500, so now it's around 360.
There's a ton of that card out there, but that's still like the
Iconic.
pose is it's just one of those that it's nice to have.
And my buddy, his card shipped from PSA today, and he sent them in October. The good news is they were still $12 back then, so he didn't pay very much. And they, unlike CGC, they just charged him today.
Well, the reason why I kind of ended that market report on the card stuff is because the news came out is slowly dropping that all of our favorite card companies have lost the license to print cards.
Yep, insanity, dude.
It's crazy.
Insanity.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
and then did you hear that the thought is that there's that the possibility that Fanatics may just buy out Topps and Panini. They may just buy them.
That's what they should do.
And just keep their infrastructure, since they've already set up. Everything's already ready to go. But two, that from Topps' statement today, they're saying that they didn't even all the dealings were like under the table, like MLB was like dealing with Fanatics secretly, and because Topps was supposed to go public this week, they were supposed to sell their company and go public, and and it basically fell through because of this news. Yeah, it was like hundreds of millions of dollars that they lost out on by MLB doing this under the table that they didn't know anything about. So there's probably gonna be some lawsuits. Fanatics doesn't really care. They're like a multi-billion-dollar company. They've got so much money floating around. I mean, I could see them just buying Topps.
They should.
Nobody wants to see. Honestly, nobody wants to see a different baseball manufacturer than Topps.
No.
Joe just said
to be honest,
MLB gave them the opportunity to match Fanatics.
Yeah, that's not what Topps is saying. That's what MLB said. But but first of all, there's no way that Topps is worth like 1/10 of what Fanatics is worth. If they're doing a dealing with Fanatics under the table, Fanatics is basically saying, here, I'm going to give you $400 million for this contract, and Topps can't even remotely come close. The company's not even worth what Fanatics could pay for it. So, yeah, saying that you gave Topps the opportunity, there's no way Topps could do that, because that's their basically, I mean, baseball and garbage pail kids, it's pretty much their sole income. I mean, they don't really sell anything else. Wrestling, I mean, it's about it.
Yeah, it's sad, and you know what? I mean, honestly, monopoly suck for this country. They've tried to split up, so many of them. It's to a degree unconstitutional. There could be some sort of antitrust involved if they really snatch up every company. I don't know the strength in the lawsuits, but I mean, I started seeing this happen with Fanatics years ago. So I would go to when I wanted something from a team, I would go to like something specific or new hatchware for the year, whatever. Or you go through emails. I go to the team's website, whether it's minor league team, NFL team, whatever. Go to the website. What kind of cool, stuff does your team have that other people don't have to sell? And after a while, and that goes for college also. After a while, I started to notice, damn, this shit looks familiar. And I started realizing that Fanatics was taking over basically as like the sole supplier as a sports merchandising apparel. Now, I'm sure NFL's got exclusive with Nike. You can go to the Nike site, get some NFL stuff and not. But like if you go to a specific team's website, they're basically just mirroring the Fanatics website, who's just running freaking everything now. I mean, there is going to be some exclusive stuff, but you're just looking at the same shit over and over again. Until I'm just like, well, I'll just go to Fanatics, and that's like, and that's how it's been. They're going to have the most supply. They're going to have the most stuff, the most sales. They bombard you. I think they partner with Lids also, and so like, and now they got all our apparel. Now they're going to have all our cards too. I don't like that. I like competition, and that doesn't keep the price down for us. I mean, they do run decent sales because they have so much stuff, but. Yeah, I just don't really appreciate that. Just not pro no. I'm pro competition. Let's put it that way.
Well, it's going to be really weird because Fanatics also won NFL and NBA
Yeah, that's what I mean.
licenses.
Yeah, it's not just baseball.
Well, and they're going for NFL too. So
Yeah.
they're basically just trying to take over the entire
hobby industry.
Yeah,
just like they did with apparel. Yep.
So Fanatics, they made it because when I'm looking from what I'm seeing, it seems like they made their money being an online retailer.
Yep, apparel.
Right. Okay.
They do sell memorabilia though. They'll have like weird autograph stuff. Like they'll sell like I've got Fanatics Panini like Hoops Premium last year, and I was able to get some of those. They often don't sell. They sell out fast, but they sell out in like 10 minutes instead of 10 seconds because people haven't been as used to looking at them. So like when you're fingering it instead of bodying it, you have a shot at getting some stuff. So I've been able to get some stuff from Fanatics, and I basically kept it all, but. Yeah, and that's cool. But like a Fanatics Premium Hoop set, it's just a nice card. I mean, hoops are the shittiest basketball cards, but they make the premium set, and it's with especially not this year, but last year, especially with those rookies. That's any set of anything is worth money with those guys in there. So buy that stuff. But so they already started doing it, and it's like, man, they were already partnering with Panini and Topps and other memorabilia dealers. So yeah, you can get you can get autographed helmets on that site, shit like that.
Well, the prices on cards are still, they've come down a little bit on some stuff, but they're still just crazy, man. I have become just enamored with Bowman firsts over the last couple weeks, going through all my Bowman stuff and grabbing all the rookies out of there that I didn't know about, doing research on these guys. I mean, some of these guys, their base cards are selling for, $40 to $50 without even being graded. And they're not even out of like rookie ball, which is crazy to me. So when you start doing this prospecting in baseball cards, it seems like the idea is, man, you do not want to be holding on these guys. Even you want to be selling on them as they're going up their minor league career, because the hype becomes too much for a lot of these guys, and they don't turn out to be like these studs, so their prices kind of take a dive. I mean, every once in a while a guy will hit, but like, man, there's some guys right now that are just, their cards are crazy. Marco Luciano for the Giants, for San Francisco Giants, Anthony Volpe for the Yankees, Julio Rodriguez and Noel De Marte for the Mariners. Like, there's guys that cards are just crazy. And we have a lot of people that are on Whatnot now, Flipside, and I want to try and do a Flipside card sale. So I'm working on that. I just gotta. I've been telling Stein I gotta figure out how to do it. Just how I want to. Should I do a show where it's like a prospect show? Should I do a show where it's just Hall of Famers? Like, and sometimes you just gotta hit it. So I think I'm gonna try and knock one of those shows out. Either who knows, maybe late tonight or sometime tomorrow. So, but that being said, Sean, how's Whatnot been going for you?
Good. I haven't had another sale, but I'm planning one. I was going to go this Wednesday. Probably not going to go this Wednesday. I'm going to probably start doing Wednesday nights. I mean, people have had some issues like we talked about last week, but pretty seamless for me. And I'm enjoying other Flipside show guys, and not only that, but just extended community of friends that we see selling stuff. Get guys in here. We've got Dennis at Wonderworld going almost every day selling a lot of heat. And what it sucks is I can't catch everybody's shows. I just can't. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, I love catching Dennis's shows every once in a while, because you'll get a Dennis meltdown. Dennis be like, I can't believe this book is not selling for this much. I'm done selling this book. You're not getting any of these.
Actually, I don't know what he's complaining about. He just sold a book for $7.5 million to a guy with a dick pic Abby, and I don't think the payment went through. but somebody
Yeah.
did try to pay
Yeah.
$7.5 million for a comic book from him. And F that guy. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Floppy was the guy's name.
Yeah.
The name was a little extended and pretty asshole-ish. And the guy he was banned pretty quickly, but yeah. And
Should have been.
that picture avatar is anything but Floppy. So
It did not go through. Damn.
yeah,
Damn. I was really hoping there.
yeah. That'd
really
be
hoping.
that'd be pretty good. Hopefully, yeah. Then we talk to. Then I'd let that guy in my sales. Well, all right.
Where is Yi? I wonder if Yi's around in the chat. I know he was. He had a sale last night. I was going to ask him how it went. Hopefully, it went good.
I was with the sale on Sunday night. Yeah, so that was yesterday, right? Oh, duh. Yeah. No, I think his sale went pretty well. I actually won his last 3 auctions. So my pickups next week should show some books from me. Yeah. So yeah, I don't mind bidding on my friend's stuff. I actually pay for it. So they automatically charge you, so you can't really. There's not really shill shit on there,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, I finally started getting paid for some of the stuff that I sold. I was like, okay, it's been long
I got
enough.
paid. I cashed out. I'm happy with it. So
Yeah. So, all right, you guys want to get into some pickups? Knock out some pickups and then call it a show.
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
ready.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
ready. I'm ready. Okay. What do you old guys know about this?
I don't. That is crazy.
I know it looks amazing.
Okay. I vaguely remember this. This is from 1983. Rough Riders 4x4 Tri-X, and as you can see, you have like a little. It looks like a little gear shift right at the top of the Knight 2000. I guess it controls the speed or whatever. You can take a look at the back. So they did quite a few licensed properties. I remember, and to find one still card, I got this thing for $5.
Wow.
And like the bubble is kind of yellow. There's like a little bit of a crack, right? Like somewhere around in there, but for $5, I'm all over it. And I did like the eBay search for it, and just to find one, just a loose card is like maybe like $20 to $40. So to find one still sealed up, look at this packaging! This is so fucking hot! Look at that!
Crazy.
I'm excited. I'm not like I said, barely remember it, vaguely remember it, but Stompers. Thank you. I was trying to figure out because I was trying to remember the name of those cards that I had when I was a kid. So Stompers. Okay, but LJN boy. Ooh, I'm excited about this. Look at this hot ass packaging. Shit, love it. Okay,
Nostalgia strikes
love it.
again.
I love it. All right. Speaking of reread, now this is something that I've had for a hot minute. Marvel Chillers. I think Leg, you were talking about these variants. These are the ones from IDW, and these are still pretty cheap. Marvel Action Chillers. You have number 1, and I think number 4 has Riri on the cover as well. I think these are going for about $15 online, but this is a really nice. If you missed if any of you noobs and newbies missed the boat on Riri Williams, I think this is a nice place to start until you can kind of inch your way up. You know what I'm saying? So Marvel Action Chillers, number 1, retail incentive variant. Also, if anybody has been paying attention, Ex Machina number 1 has been going up in price. I saw a copy sell for $70, which I never would have expected.
No.
And this was like kind of like over the weekend. So I guess there's movie talk or whatever. I don't know. But here's something that I've had for a hot minute. This is number 50. I believe this is a 1 in 10 variant by Jim Lee. So this is the final issue of the series. Now, this is a series that I had been reading from the very beginning. I loved the series. I had collected all of the issues. But I didn't even know this existed until like maybe a year ago.
That's sweet.
So yeah, so if you can find this, hey, I'm scared. I'm in the room with a ghost. You know what I'm saying?
I want to take a look at the actual the book and see what they're selling for here real quick, because this is a book that I remember people talking about for a long time, like kind of around that like Why the Last Man style storyline. Here we go.
Yes.
Yeah, it is selling. Look at that. $39, $44 for number 1.
Yeah, because like I didn't see any like news about it being optioned as far as lately, you know.
Wow, that is crazy. $71 on 19 bids, 154 for a 9.4. So all you Ex Machina people that have stacks of these sitting around, this is one thanks to Carter to look for. Shout out to Ronnie Strike again. Much love for every single super chat and non-super chat comment he makes. Thank you for hanging out with us and just watching the show, Ronnie. We appreciate the hell out of you, man. He says, hey guys, I'm taking all of you with me to keep me company for the next 18 hours, headed to Kyoto for my daughter's wedding. Much love, big sales, and cool pickups to all you. Catch you on the flip side of the month. Wow, that's pretty damn cool. Wow, that's congrats. Daughter's wedding in Kyoto. Not bad. Have fun, brother.
In your heart.
Have fun.
In your heart.
All right, let's continue.
Okay, now here's a book. Here's a book. I am extremely excited to find. This book is tough as nails to find. So Hit Monkey number 1, second print. Like on a good day, maybe like a $200 book. I know I've seen graded copies sold for that much. I've even seen raw copies sold for that much. So first appearance at Hit Monkey, second print. I remember passing this book up so many times in like the dollar bins and all that good stuff. So I'm really excited about this. Check out what I found for $1 at the free comic book day sale.
What?
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, now we working with something. I was on my way out.
I'm surprised they sold it.
It is. You know what? This store has like stuff. Like this place has stuff in the back that I don't even know about. You know what I mean? So
you don't even think they cared? They're just like,
yeah, they're just like,
yeah.
Dude, I found like freaking the San Diego Comic-Con first Hellboy for $1 at this store. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, got you for $1. Got you for $1. Very happy. Ooh, we got some Dave Stevens love. DN Agents number 24. This is legit.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite covers.
Yeah.
Oh God, love this cover. True Love number 1. This is just a reprint of Golden Age Romance. The cover has nothing to do with anything in the guts, but that's okay. It's a great cover. It doesn't sell for anything, but it's still a great cover. And you had shown this off a while ago, Brian. Crossfire number 12.
That's my favorite Dave Stevens cover.
Love this cover.
I love how he draws Marilyn Monroe, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can see where Adam Hughes was influenced. You know what I mean? He's just like Dave Stevens clone.
Hey, by the way, that Avenging SpiderMan, still $100 raw book and $300 9.8, which blows me away.
Yeah. And we got ourselves also for $1, Scarface.
That's awesome.
I believe this book sells for about $30.
Wow.
The last time I checked.
Those crazy photo covers.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm down with that. Oh. Let me mark out the where I bought
price.
this at. Let me mark out the name of the store where I bought this. Hold on. I just picked this up this weekend. This is a preview of an upcoming haul. Ultimate Fantastic Four number 30. We got this for.
Yes, you're talking about last week, right?
Yeah, and I didn't even know that there was a sketch of this.
Great freaking book right now.
Yeah, so I think I got this for like $4 or something like that. So
Not bad.
So we're done.
I'm trying to find that Scarface book. I can't even find sales for it, man. That's a tough book. That's a really tough book.
Scarred for Life, cover B from IDW.
Scarred for Life. Let me look this up. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, not then very many. Here, there we go. Yeah, $30 book. Wow, that's crazy. There's those photo covers, ladies and gents. All right, who's next? Sean, you got anything?
One thing. So I had a friend hit me up that I hadn't talked to in a long while, and with the video games things going on, he's like, "Man, I'm an old dude." So there's sort of the signature title for like the 8-bit Atari stuff. It's and somebody's actually selling them online. The sealed in the box. So I've got a Star Raiders Atari cartridges, brand new. I think this is 1979, sealed in a box.
That's awesome.
And I don't know if they're grading them and stuff like that. These were $30 on eBay. And dude was like, I really recommend. I think with the video games. I mean, we all see. And I'm like, I'm gonna foray into it. It is called the Raiders, so that helps. So I was like this, and I was like, you know what? For $30 to put away and just sit on it. It's a dude with a lot of old Atari computer games with new in-box cartridges and stuff with the shrink wrap. I mean, so I said, screw it. I bought 2 of them.
Hell yeah!
and I was like, you know what? I still had like $90 in eBay bucks, and I said, hey, that's actually thanks, John. I don't know if he's out there or not, but I'm like, thanks, man. He's like, yeah. He said this led into like Wing Commander and some of the other stuff, but this is like supposedly the OG Atari in like '79, what everybody played that got anybody into all the games and stuff like that. And I said, I have blown $30 on way worse spec than this before. So anyway, I grabbed a couple of these. They still have a few left on eBay, and seem to be real sealed stuff from literally. He said 79. This is copyrighted 1980. So I don't know. So I have these now. If they ever get into grading the games, and well, I mean they are getting into it. But if I get into it and sealing the games, now am I 100% positive that this shrink wrap is that old? No, not necessarily. But look, I don't know. But like I said,
it looks kind of old.
The box definitely does, and they said that it's listed as a literal shrink wrapped. Original large black box, sealed, blah blah blah. So there we go. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I started thinking, and I was like, you know what? Where am I ever going to find, in a box thing? And I can't tell from the pictures. I didn't know that it was coming to be this big. Obviously, this is like almost probably between a comic and magazine is about what I'd say the size is of this thing. And so I don't know, man. It looked pretty cool, and I was like, I'll buy those. And yeah, that's I bought other stuff. None of it's here yet. So
Trace Hunter saes, I've been trying to think of the name of this game for years.
I'm glad I could help there, Trace. You can thank John D.
Check this out. So I was looking up the Scarface stuff. This is actually looks like some pretty cool books to be on the lookout for.
Yeah.
Look at some of these covers, man. These are some good stuff. Like those are really cool. Those are really cool. Some good stuff. I didn't even know about this series.
Yeah.
I love the early IDW stuff. Absolutely love it. So,
oh yeah, with the light bulb.
Yeah. Ben, you got anything?
I do.
Ooh.
I do. I won't go through all of it.
No, go through all of it because everybody wants to see every little piece of it.
Well, here, this is what I bought in Detroit since I've been here.
Jesus.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I won't go through everything. I'll just do some. I don't even know what's in these stacks. All right, so this I don't know what this is. This is the first appearance of something. A-Force 1.
Singularity.
That's a 1 in 25.
1 in 25. Yeah, something like that. And then the what is that, Shuri or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got another one of those, the Deadpool, Scotty Young. This is what, Baby Kang or something like that? I got two of them. This Avengers 1 in 25, number 3, the Tedesco.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what this book was. I've never even seen this book. It's an Avengers Arena. It's a 1 in 30 8-bit cover, but it's like number 14, so there can't be that many of them out there, right?
It's 1 in 50. Yeah, it's 14. It's got X23 on there.
Yeah,
I've had a handful. I still have a couple, but yeah, there can't be many. Good series though.
Just another black hanging cover or whatever. That thing's selling for like $40. I had no idea. The Bone Alex Ross cover.
Love that one.
Yeah, I like that.
I wouldn't even think to look for that.
Yeah, I know. This one was pretty cool because it was signed, but it's the I Love New York, the Twin Towers, the Dawn thing, but it's Linsner signed from 2002. So it was kind of cool. But it was only $3.99, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's a book you pick up every time.
This one I didn't know anything about. It's a Dune variant or like a version, but it's J.G. Jones. So when you said that, Sean, I was like, oh, I got some J.G. Jones cover or something like that. But it's pretty cool looking variant or whatever. I didn't even realize this was a monkey cover from that, but I just thought it looked like a cool cover and it was cheap. So from Ghost Rider. These are really cool G.I. Joe. One's Helix and the other one's Storm Shadow. So those are kind of cool. Yeah, those are variants. I'll just pass some of these by. I did find a Hack Slash, the Scotty Young.
Ooh, I love that one, man. I love that one.
Found another Jonah Hex 56 variant, which is like really hard to find, I guess. I found another one of those. This one was kind of cool. It's a Dark Justice League Dark Scribble Knots, which I guess is kind of hard to find. I didn't even know what this was, but I was like, it's a limited edition of 100, so it was a cool cover. So, but it's from Phoenix Comic-Con, but I don't even know what it is. It's a Big Dog Inc. book. I'm not sure what it is.
Shout out to Big Dog Inc., BDI, big creator here in the Valley, based out of Jesse James Comics for a long time. He's also on Comic Book Shopping Network.
Yep. This one was really cool. I've never seen this before. It's a Matrix Comics preview, but look at that cool cover with I've never even seen that before with Trinity right there on the cover.
Who did
That's
it?
pretty cool.
Who did the cover?
I do not know. I really have no idea.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, I've never seen that one before, so I just went ahead and bought it.
Yeah,
I know,
Tom Hutchinson, Big Dog Inc.
I know you guys, people were talking about this thing, so I just saw it. It was cheap, but I don't know what it is. I had no idea what it was. Picked up some older Rick and Morty's. I did find this Shuri, the Miles Morales team up or whatever. These I got because I thought Paul would really like them. This is Star Trek number 5, the Q Conflict. It's a variant. I have no idea what it is, but it's a really cool looking cover.
That is.
And then this one was really cool too. This is Star Trek Year 5 incentive variant, but it looks like an old movie poster. But I've never seen that one before, so I got that. This is a pretty cool Spider-Woman. I don't know what that incentive is, but that one's pretty cool. This thing's blown up. I got this one for $7. The Spidey Tedesco.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Is that a regular cover or a variant?
The Spidey, it's a variant. It's a 1 in 25.
All right.
Yeah. This is I would pick up these Scotty Young Riri Superior Iron Man because I think that one's overlooked. This is just a cool Witchblade variant. I'm not sure who the artist is on it, but it's a pretty cool looking. It's number 133.
JTC was in the 160s, I think.
Yeah. This one, I didn't even know there was a newsstand that existed for it. It's World of Warcraft number 2. It's a Jim Lee cover, but it's a newsstand.
Wow. That is excellent, man.
I didn't even know there was a newsstand.
I'm going to have to go check mine. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm sure they sold in like Barnes and Nobles. And
I guess. This one, I guess, is a pretty hard variant to find. X-Babies number 1, the zombie variant.
You know what X-Babies number 1 is?
Like the first ratio or something?
It's the very first time Scotty Young drew babies.
Oh, there you go.
Well, this isn't even a Scotty Young cover. This is a Ramos. So, but
yeah,
I guess
usually
this
the regular is the first time Scotty Young ever did the baby covers. Now, the first variant baby cover was the She-Hulk one.
And this one is, I love this book. It's like impossible to find. And I had one copy. I got it graded, and I saw this at a store up here, and I couldn't believe it. And then for the price, but it's Die Kitty Die number 1, the Darwin Cook variant.
Yeah.
But I found it at a store here.
Yeah,
it was already
weird.
graded 9.8. It was like cheaper than what it would cost me to buy the book and get it graded myself. So
Nice.
I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll now have 2 of the 9 copies that are in existence. So, yeah.
that is freaking cool, man.
And I haven't even been to Dennis's store yet, so.
All right. Well, real quick, before I show you my things, this is kind of cool. Rated RAR dropped this in the chat. Stranger donates sealed copy of Legend of Zelda to Goodwill. Somebody went in and picked it up, I guess, or it sold for over 400,000 unopened.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah. How crazy is that?
Hold it, 400,000?
400,000. Somebody just donated it to the Goodwill.
Man, that's a really good Samaritan.
Does he get a tax write-off on that?
I hope so. Jesus. I hope so. All right, here's I just have a couple pickups. So this is kind of cool. I bought a bunch of these. I have a case of these, not rack packs, but I have a full case of 91 Topps baseball boxes. But I picked these up. These are rack packs. I have a bunch of unopened rack packs now. You guys know that, for the card guys out there, know that this is the Chipper Jones rookie year. So I got a ton of them.
It's pretty much the second year Frank Thomas and third year Griffey. That's about the only cards worth anything out of that.
Yeah, and then this came in one of them that I didn't see. It's kind of crazy. 1994 Post card collection that you could get in cereal boxes. I didn't remember them ever selling sets of these. It's the whole set, 30 card set. It's interesting. It's probably not worth anything, but again, more rack packs, 91. So I'm going to be selling these on Whatnot. I think I'll probably, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these to like start off a card sale and just wait for people to show off by like maybe selling these at $1 a piece and asking people if they want me to open them and that type of stuff. These are pretty sweet. So there's that one. And that one.
Did you get those graded yourself?
No, I didn't.
So did Todd sign those?
So this is gonna, I don't know,
So
like this is one of those things, right? That I don't want to give away, but they're pretty rare. And I think it was a pretty smart pickup on my part. Shout out to my friend Jesse that told me that these seemed pretty rare, and I owned one. I took it into him and was like, "Hey, what's up with this?" And he goes, "Man, this is kind of rare, and it's not graded. It's actually I picked it up from his shop years ago for $1 a piece, or $1 for the book, because I didn't realize it was signed. And then when I took it home and I realized it was signed, and it was the one that Todd did at the store in Seattle, the day the book came out, and they put the red stamp on the back, and it had the piece of paper that said, that type of thing. So Jesse's like, man, if there's ever a chance that these can get graded, like this could be crazy, because it doesn't look anything like Todd's signature, right? So I'm like, man, yeah. So next thing I know, I'm scouring, for graded copies of it, and I found 2 of them. There's the Todd autograph. This is that's Todd's signature when he was very first starting out. Okay. There's the back of the cover with the red stamp.
Fuck yeah.
So CVCS knows about this, and they graded them. So I picked up 2 9.8s. I got the silver second print 9.8, and then the regular 9.8. And then I have a raw copy that's how I found out about this. So basically, I don't know what's going to end up happening with these. I didn't realize it was as rare as it is. I was, when I first grabbed the copy I got at Jesse's for $1, I was like, that's got to be fake, but I'll pay $1 just in case, But it's real. So there's if any of you guys see early, and he
from his own store.
Yeah, he always signed it in the same spot at that time when he did that at the store. So there you guys go. It's always on the leg, and it always has the red stamp on the back.
Very cool.
Yeah. So really, really rare.
I think some made it out without a stamp, is what I heard. But obviously, like, if you find one, you want the stamp, because that's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So I was really stoked to get those. I made a deal with the guy. I got them really cheap. Like I think I paid like $4.50 for the pair.
That's a good deal.
Yeah. So I jumped on it. So we'll see. We'll hope that spec pays off someday, and people start finding out more about it, and that it is a real thing and kind of a rare thing. I know a lot of people look for those. They look for those first day out image issues. You remember those? Like, those are super rare, right? I've only heard about them, but that's that type of thing. Like, it's a first day out, the signature was different. Like Wayne Gretzky, you can look at Wayne Gretzky cards when he was signing early in his career. His signature was totally different, and people want those over, the newer ones, because he signed them when he was playing. Weird shit like that. I think the history is the big part about it. That he only did it on the first day of the book came out. He only signed so many of them. And people are finding them in back bins, because it doesn't look like Todd McFarlane's autograph. Really cool stuff. That being said, you guys got anything else you want to talk about? I want to thank everybody for staying to the end with us. We almost had 200 all the way to the end. Much love to you guys. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button for us if we did a good job tonight. Subscribe, follow all of us on IG and whatnot. I might say screw it and go live on whatnot in an hour here, just to have some fun and sell some comic books. So, keep a follow on us. And that being said, I'm going to call it a night. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with Flipside. We'll see you next time.
See you.